Yeah, just good job by our team really all weekend, finding a way to win 3 games. Today was more about taking advantage of what they didn't do well, which they walked us. They I think we walked a dozen times. We got hit by a pitch or two. Got a couple big hits, and created a few things that we took advantage of. But I was just impressed by the hitters that they we weren't getting a lot of hits, but they weren't going out of the zone. They weren't chasing too much, and just kept fighting. We got down 3-0. Things got a little out of control with an error, hit by pitch, hit or two, whatever. There in the second, and they had a chance to, with one more base hit, to go up 5-0. And we never really feel like we're out of the game. Even if they would have got that hit, I feel like we'd have climbed back in it. And it was big for us to score there in the bottom of the second. I don't remember exactly what went on there. I think maybe a double. Ended up getting him over to third, got him in on a ground ball or something. But, the 9 runs in the third were basically, they had a little bit of a issue throwing the ball over the plate. We got a couple of hits in there, but, just kept tacking it on. I think they wanted to get their pitcher out, but they didn't have anybody ready yet. And they were just hoping he could flip the switch. His stuff looked pretty good. So, Hunter Holland, first inning good, second inning not good. I thought his third, fourth, and fifth were really good. We just wanted to get him out of there with the low pitch count today.
Coach with Holland. Obviously had the second inning instead of the first inning today, but what have you made of the way he battles adversity in each start and seems to get you deep into the ball game each time?
Yeah, I mean today looked like he was going to have his really good stuff looking at in the first, and the second didn't happen for him. And I don't know. He got through it. Coach made a visit, and I don't know, maybe might have hit another hit a batter or something. But for him to fight through that was big for us. We felt like 3 runs. That wasn't going to be an issue. We were going to score runs. It was just a matter of when. We just didn't need to be down 5 or 6 runs. It starts to weigh on you a little bit, I think, as a hitter, trying to do too much. But 3, we just need to score 1, and we did. And then we got the big inning and kind of cruised from there. And we didn't play very good defense, sloppy game. That was the disappointing part of it for me. A little cold, obviously, a little windy. It plays a little bit into it. But, I think the consistent thing was that we pitched well from the second on for the most part. And then, the home run, I mean, it started out that they hit, then it being the 3-run homer there in the 6th inning. That ball was way foul. And we were going, oh, my God. You just see it coming back. I thought it was going to hit the foul pole or stay foul, and that thing got inside the foul pole. And you're just thinking, okay, here we go. 7-run lead. Now it's 4. And the inning, I think it was the inning before, we had the bases loaded and 1 out. We had 4 or 5 hole up. We didn't score a run. So it's just crazy how the game works every now and then. But, putting together the 4 runs in the 7th kind of finished it up. And really like what I saw from, the 2 freshmen that pitched at the end. They threw with some conviction, some velocity, had good secondary pitches. And, we're going to need those guys this week against UNLV and probably the rest of the season.
A lot of people drew walks today, but Josenberger had 3, Wegner had 5. How big is that patience for those 2 guys with some of the other bats you have in the lineup? And obviously they've swung it well too.
Well, it's big. I mean, we're doing a pretty good job as far as the free passes compared to the strikeouts. And that includes, that's walks and hit by pitches. We've got some guys, I know Jared's way 4 or 5 or 6 ahead on free passes, strikeouts, maybe more than that. And I think Josenberger's right up in there. And there's a lot of guys that, if you can keep that stat close to even throughout the season, you've got a really good offensive team.
Coach, there were a lot of RBIs at the top of the order today. What do you think that says about John Bolden in his day? I think he got on base.
It's good to see John get a couple of hits and get on base. I think he took a walk, got hit by a pitch, a couple of singles. So, I didn't know he scored 3 runs, which was awesome. It's good. I mean, you got to be strong up and down the order, and you don't have to hit home runs maybe if you're hitting in the 8-9 hole, but if you can get on base, flip that lineup over, get those guys to the plate, it usually means we're going to score.
The lead got down to 4 there at one point, and you had Ledbetter up earlier in the day. Just kind of what's the thought process and pecking order kind of right now, especially in higher leverage situations?
You
with
talking
this
about
game?
Ledbetter?
Yeah.
Bringing him in? Well, you know, I mean, I think we might have had him up yesterday as well, or thinking about it. Just sometimes it's about maybe you don't want to bring in a young guy again with runners on, want him to start an inning, get a little confidence. Ledbetter's got some experience. That was probably the thought going there.
How good of a series was this for you just overall? I mean, it seemed like you guys played maybe as well as you have in any series.
I thought we played well because we didn't, until today, we really didn't make a lot of mistakes. Fought off a lot of pitches. I think we frustrated their starters a little bit. You know, just like today, they get the lead and then we go back, get a lead off double, bang, we score a run. And then the next inning, you know, a couple of home runs and then guys fouling off pitches. And, you know, Holt's at bat kind of stands out to me, even though he ended up striking out. You saw a lot of pitches. I think, he ended up hitting a double, hitting about triple or whatever it was. I just feel like that, you know, overall, we played 3 solid games, except for today defensively. It was a little lackluster, in my opinion. But hopefully we'll learn from that.
Well, and you mentioned, you know, the home run that they hit against Adcock, and then there were a couple of errors behind him. How would you assess how he pitched today?
I thought Cody threw the ball good. I mean, it was as good as he's thrown it. You know, the fastball, he was spotting it. He jammed a couple of guys with his fastball. He threw it away from him. Threw a couple of good breaking balls. You know, that was an inside fastball, and the guy hit it foul, and it blew back. It blew back 25 feet. It was amazing. I remember that happening a few years back. It's been 4 or 5 when we hit a home run like that, and started out way foul, ended up going fair, and we're like, what just happened there? And you know, we could see it really good from our dugout how that thing blew back. So. But I thought he threw really well, and I thought he shook it off, you know, but he didn't give up an earned run. I don't think. Maybe it says 2 earned runs. Maybe did they score a couple in the second inning he pitched?
No.
Because maybe we changed one of those errors to a hit. I don't know. I thought we had an error on the
one at home, Bulldogs hit the third, they ruled.
Okay. Yeah. So anyway, he did a good job. Whatever.
Coming in Tuesday and Wednesday.
Say what?
So what time of team you got coming in Tuesday and Wednesday with you?
We have a team that didn't play all weekend because their series got canceled in California because the field's too wet. So I just told the team, you know, you play a team that's talented, they can score, and now they got their whole pitching staff available. So I think they may be in league play this coming weekend, but if they don't start their number 1, 2, 3 at us, those guys will have midweek bullpens, if you know what I'm saying. So it's going to be a big challenge. I'm planning on mixing up our lineup a little bit the next few days and getting some guys in there, and we're going to try to win some games.
You'll start Tuesday night pitch wise.
I don't know yet.
Maybe if you could talk just how you're going to approach this from a pitching perspective, though, given that it's going to be your first 5-game week of the season.
Well, we're going to take one game at a time, obviously, but we're not going to throw guys that we're going to need, you know, maybe a couple times on the weekend. If we do, it might be for a hitter or an inning, and we're going to have some guys step it up this week.
Going back to the day for a second, you know, you pulled Holland after 5 innings at 77 pitches. Was part of that just trying to get some other guys' work, get Adcock back on track, and see those freshmen pitch?
For the most part, yeah, we just want him to be really fresh for this weekend as well. Okay.